Oh my gosh, look at how big my lips look from removing that lip stuff and the lip plumping gloss elf. They look swollen. What's up guys, welcome back or welcome to the channel. If you're new, it's Sahara. So if you're seeing this look that looks very similar, no, it's exactly the same look I just created in my previous video. I gotta take this watch off, it's getting kind of tight. Just switched it to this. I already put everything in order of how I want to show it. I have it laid out on my table. I also have my cleansing waters right here. Biore charcoal cleansing water and my Garnier micellar cleansing water. And some paper towels. Let's go with the cheapest one first. LA Girl Shockwave Nude Lip Liner. This is in the shade Gingerbread. It glides on so smooth. It's like a nice warm caramel type of brown. Although I do like the shade, I would like if it was just a tiny bit deeper. I know that they do have a shade called, I think, Chai Latte Deep Dark Brown, but I didn't want to go that dark because I do like the lip liners to be kind of like this lighter brown. I'm actually going to swatch it right next to it since it's very similar. So this is the Kkw Beauty Nude 2. Now I do feel like the Kkw one does run a little deeper. You would barely even be able to tell the difference. I just swatched that really bad. The lip bar in the shade Straight Living. I do reach for these types of browns more. The only downside to these types of lip liners, especially that I'm experiencing with the Kkw Beauty, is that it can easily come out. It's not like one of those pencils that can be very hard, and it's also not one of those lip liners that you turn. This is just one of those nice creamy gel-like lip liners. Now for lipsticks, I'm going to start with Juvia's Place. I do have 3 Juvia's Place lipsticks. The Nude Peaches in the shade In Vogue, which is a peachy tone. There's something about this tone, the perfect peachy nude, where you don't feel like it's too pink or it's too orange. Lady, this one right here, I love this shade and I mentioned it so much in my video. It's like a brown, but it has this like yellow type of undertone. Juvia's Place hit it out of the park with these like unique undertones. The last nude chocolate that I have is Toffee. This is like the perfect brown. I was mentioning it in that one video that it's wearable. It's not a brown that you feel like you would have to wait until the fall time to wear it. They're velvety matte in a sense that they have like a matte finish, but they glide on really smooth and they're comfortable because they're not drying. Now a formula that may be a little bit more on the drying side, especially if you get the shade Ruby Woo, is MAC Cosmetics. But of course I have to mention MAC Cosmetics. I think this was the first high-end lipstick that I ever purchased, and I bought 2 of them. 3 of them, sorry, I lied, 3. Ruby Woo is the other one I purchased, but it won't be mentioned in this video. Velvet Teddy, a classic nude, but I think it has a little bit more like a rosy tone to it. And I'm not like going by what these companies say that the tone of it is online. I'm just going by my version of how it looks to me. Whirl. This one is more of like a cool tone, but a deeper cool tone rosy shade. It's still in that rosy type of shade range, but it's like a deeper, more cool tone compared to Velvet Teddy. Iman Cosmetics. Now I do have all of their sample size lipsticks because they sent it to me a couple of years ago. They will come in a bigger tube if you purchase them. So this is the shade Indulge. This was my favorite nude. I was using this all the time with a lip liner, without a lip liner. It still has that rosy tone to it. Maybe it has a little bit more red to it, a little bit more pink. I can't tell. something like that. They have a matte finish but glides on really smooth. I don't have many liquid lipsticks anymore because I just don't really care about that formula for them to glide on and dry down. It's just not comfortable, and I don't always want to put a lip gloss on top of them, so that's why I've been loving the bullet lipsticks from Juvia's Place lately. Black Radiance Perfect Tone Matte Lip Cream in the shade Let's Toast. Again, it's a matte finish, but it's like creamy. Now this one is a little dried out, so I don't know if it's going to show up true to how it would look if you purchased it at Walmart, which is where I think it's still available. Very spot on actually to Velvet Teddy. Wait a minute, almost exact, except for of course this is more of a creamy formula and it's a bullet lipstick, so I think we have a dupe alert. So if you don't want to spend, like, how much did this lipstick cost? $18, $22, something like that, and you want to spend more like $4, get yourself Black Radiance. Very similar in tones. The last two are both from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Which one is the lighter one first? Yeah, let's go with Hudson. So Hudson is, why are all of these looking so similar? Like all of the rosy tones, swatching them now, you definitely can see the shade when you swatch them like right next to each other, because at the beginning I would have thought that most of these were very different. And it's a liquid lipstick, so it is going to dry down. Now Anastasia's formula is pretty good, but it can be a little bit drying if you try to, like, you know, reapply. Bittersweet, did I even show how this one looks? There it goes, Hudson. Bittersweet, and this is brown. It definitely has a little bit more of maybe like a red undertone to it. Let's move on to the lip glosses, but let's start with like this lip lacquer. I didn't know where to put the lip lacquer. I'm like, should I go with the lipstick or the lip gloss? I just put it with the lip gloss. So this is by Colored Rain. This is in the shade Jean. The Siri said that this was the name of it. So this has a peachy tone to it. It's so pretty. It's definitely like a true caramel. This is the Oma Beauty by Sharon C, the line that you can get at Walmart by Oma Beauty. It's complicated lip tint plus oil plus gloss in a shade Casually Lit. You can use this in multi ways. It says that it's a lip tint plus oil plus gloss because it looks like a gloss when you apply it. It glides on so smooth. I've never felt something glide on more smooth than this does because it glides on like an oil, so it's very slippery, and as it dries down, or if you blot whatever shade it is, it'll leave like the tint version of it. They say that you can use this on the lips, on the cheeks. I like it on the lips, not so much on the cheek because it does dry down super fast when it touches the cheek, and I barely had enough time to blend it out. It is a shade that is very similar to the one that I swatched above it, but it looks like it has a little bit, well, a lot more red to it. More red, more of like a brick red. It feels so wet when you apply it because, like I said, it has that oil. e.l.f. This is the Mint Melt Lip Plumping Gloss. Whew. After swatching, this is burning my lips because it's a lip plumping gloss and they tingle. And it's in a shade Chocolate Chip. This was part of their Mint Melt collection, and I've been wanting a nice brown lip gloss everywhere, well, everywhere, for the longest. And it's like a true brown lip gloss. I would love if there was like a lip gloss that was like a light brown. It's probably out there. Maybelline Lifter Gloss. It's in the shade 007 Amber. People are saying that this is a dupe for the Fenty Gloss Balm. No, it's not. It's a dupe for the Kkw Beauty. If you guys remember their packaging with this, yeah, it's a dupe for that. The Fenty Beauty is way too thick, and this is not that thick. This is the one that's a little bit more pigmented. Yeah, a little bit more pink to it. You can see that from there. It almost looks like one of these lipsticks. A little bit more like a lip lacquer because it has a more pigmentation to it. It's not clear and it's going to leave a color. Last two lip glosses I have to mention right here are Fenty Beauty Gloss Balm. Fenty Glow, which I think is the original shade. Pinky brown tone to it. Yeah. Glass Slipper is just a clear gloss. It's very, it has that, like the stringy part to it. But when you do a nude lip, you can see it right there. Well, no, you can't see it, but it's right there. Having a clear gloss can just bring out that really juicy effect in that nude lip. I have honorable mentions. And I say honorable mentions because unfortunately these are either not available anymore or you can't buy them single. You have to get them in with the full collection, so it would cost a little bit more than just buying it when it was available to purchase on its own. Iman Cosmetics Obsession. I'm gonna swatch them up here since they, you know, a true deep brown. Again, it's like that matte formula, but it's very creamy matte finish. LA Colors lip color in the shade Incognito. I did buy this at the Dollar Tree. Of course, when most things go to the Dollar Tree, that usually means that it's discontinued. It looks like more brown on the actual lipstick itself, but when swatched, it's definitely more pink. I don't find that a lot of these brands launch nude lipsticks that have more of like a brown undertone to it. I don't like pinky undertone lipsticks. It definitely does not go with everything. So a nice pale nude with brown undertones. Lancome. This is the Color Design Natural Beauty Cream. Very similar to MAC packaging. So this is how it looks. It's definitely a more muted type of shade. It has a little bit more of a cool tone, maybe purple undertones. It looks a little similar to MAC Whirl Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in a shade Coco Conunciere. This was the one that was part of their coffee edition. Ooh, it's hard to get out of the packaging. The perfect like brick red, brown and red. They definitely should bring this collection back every fall. It's a liquid lipstick, so it's liquidy, but it dries down, but the formula is dry. Disney's Frozen 2 collection with Colourpop. Ultra glossy lip in the shade Free Spirit. This was Anna's collection. I don't know if Elsa's collection is still available. I know that Anna's collection is still available, but you have to buy everything. This is not for sale individually anymore because Colourpop is getting rid of the Disney collections. They were limited edition. The Perfect Caramel. It definitely looks a little bit more nude and clear on my hand because it's very similar to my skin tone. That's the shade of it. So 3 lip combos. I actually set them out and took a picture so I remember by the time I did this video the lip combos that I came up with. LA Girl Shockwave lip liner in the shade Gingerbread. A little too close to my lip shade, but once I apply this it should be fine. My lips feel so plump and thick and a little sore because I just did the swatches and then I'm doing this after. So now I have the Juvia's Place lipstick in the shade En Vogue. You can always go back in with the lip liner after you've applied the lipstick, and it just helps to kind of mute down that peachy tone if you don't want the whole lip to look like almost concealer. Kkw Beauty Nude Two. I need to sharpen it. Juvia's Place in the shade Lady. And this was what I would love, a shade like this, but like a pale nude. I don't really have to do it, but you can always go back in with the lip liner. It doesn't really need it. This needs to be sharpened though. My favorite, of course. Let me just take a little bit of the darker lip liner because I definitely think it works better when you have a darker lip liner. Take Fenty Beauty's Glass Slipper. And I don't like to put this directly on lipstick. I don't want to contaminate it. So I'm just going to take a little bit on the back of my hand. And you see how you could turn it glossy, really, really pretty. I could have blended those shades in a little bit better. But yeah, just to get an idea. I'm ready to take this off anyway. Juvia's Place Toffee which with this one you don't even need a lip liner. The Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade 007 Amber, since this has like that little color to it. See that little bit of color? Just keep it in the center and that's really nice. So we have the Lip Bar Straight Livin'. I just broke the tip off the lip liner. Oh shoot. Alright, that just went on a little bit messy because like I said, I just broke the tip. Anyway, Colored Rain Jean. You can go back in. I feel like mixing it together just like really toned down that peachy shade and made it a little bit more brown. Just like this, it tones it down. I messed it up though, but you get the idea. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me your favorite products in the comments down below. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. And don't forget to watch the video on this look.